Okay, so my camera decided to start on its own. Okay, it's fine. So it is, I think, 7:30, and I felt very tired of watching television, and I thought maybe it's time for me to read. So this is what I'm reading. I'm reading Womb City by Tlotlo Tsamaase. Tsamaase. I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. And so far, I have been having a lot of experiences with my emotions. So we'll see. We'll see how far I go with this one, because yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's not for. It's not to have. It's not to make you happy. The book. It's for emotions. It's a book that requires you to read and react. And I'm finding that every page is asking me of that, to have a reaction. And at times, the reactions I'm having, they're quite familiar reactions. It's like reactions that I have done before, I have seen before, reactions that I know very, very, very well, and they're captured so well in this book. It's not making me happy, but I am reading because I want to know how this protagonist, gets out of these sticky situations that in real life you kind of predict how they're going to end, in real life. So I'm quite curious how with this world, with this sci-fi world, will this protagonist, navigate the system, if you know what I mean. So I'm already I'm already feeling quite heavy as well. So trigger warnings, yeah. If you don't want to read anything about how women are emotionally abused and how the system is alienating women constantly, and how the system and culture sometimes has over time used a woman's body as an object. If you not want to read anything like that, take a pause. But yeah, asifunde. Okay. Yeah. how the protagonist speaks, it sounds so honest. I don't know how to say this. I recognize the words that come out of the protagonist, especially when the protagonist expresses pain, confusion, frustration. It's quite real, I must say. Feel for the protagonist. I feel how, like, every page I get to know how the body that she has, it's never hers. And you don't get the sense that it was ever hers. So I am also like taking care how I say this. You know how someone would say, my body is no longer mine. So that implies that there was a time where it was yours. But with every page I have read so far, it's like it's a layer being unfolded. Unfold, actually, a layer being unfold for me to know how her body has never been hers. And I got that sense when I read The Handmaid's Tale. Angazi affect a little affect, and I never thought, because this is my first time actually reading cyberpunk. Cyberpunk dystopian Africanfuturist book. Because I always thought that, you know, when you write a cyberpunk novel, it's all about robots, and what could you feel about robots? But I'm feeling so much. I think it's because there's so much sense of her spirit that it keeps on fighting. You know, even if that spirit is honed in a body that's not hers. You know, that spirit that I recognize that every woman I have met has. The spirit of a fighter. And that's what Nella has. And I recognize that. But I also recognize that she does not recognize who she is. You know, when you feel that you are only of service, when you are only needed, that's what I feel about her. That she has that feeling that she's non-existent. She's only there for a certain purpose or a certain duty. That is super upsetting. That is super upsetting to realize that that's what Nella is going through each page. Who is she? You know, what is she? What is she meant to be? But something inside of her is kind of fighting also the clear answer. You know? Yeah, man, sometimes people write, man, You don't get this in films. You can't. It has to be written. The layers. And I'm a very slow reader. I have made peace with that. But already there is so much well-balanced layers of depth in this book already, and I am only in page. I'm only now going to page. Let's do this because I'm on page 47. I am page. You can't see the page, but that's where I am now. But I feel like I feel I want to give up. I feel so sorry for Nella. I feel so sorry, but also I feel so guilty because I know women who are going through this or went through this, and I remember also why am I crying? I'm not even finished. I have not finished the book, but here I am weeping. You number way. I think it touches me because I know we know women who. I am that woman. I am that woman who has had to fight for their body, fight for the position and in spaces. And Nella is fighting, and she doesn't know yet that she is, or doesn't know how to do that yet. Oh my goodness! You better read this book. You better read this book. Do not judge cyberpunk because you think it's a rock or something, or cyberpunk. I'm gonna pause because my emotions are high. I'm gonna pause a bit, listen to some music. Maybe that also will balance my feelings as well, because I don't want to get lost in my own pre-existing baggage. So I want to read this and allow the first experience of this world to guide me, not to be guided by my own feelings, And I need this book to do its honesty, if you know what I mean. And already it does. Already it has that. I do love it already. From page one, I already knew it's sisazogoa apa, sisazogoa. So I'm gonna take a pause because but we'll see you again when we have another read with me reaction kind of thing.